Hey guys, HP to Cook here. Today I'm going to show you how to open a pomegranate. Now, if you've seen online, some people normally, cut it in half, just like, they don't even score it, they just cut it right in half, and then they just whack it like with a comically large spoon into a bowl. Now, this isn't normally a great way to open a pomegranate, because one, obviously you're slicing down the middle, you're, damaging a lot of arils, you're getting a lot of like very staining juice everywhere. By the way, I should have mentioned this at the beginning, but pomegranate juice is very stained. It's like it'll get into everything. I remember I was cutting open a pomegranate. This was when I was first starting to eat pomegranates or discover them. I got it on the floor and it stayed there for like a good 6 months because it just stained so bad. So not only is just slicing straight down the middle a bad idea, because when you damage arils and stain everything, it's just also kind of a waste of arils, which are the little red seeds inside a pomegranate. Two, if you're whacking it, it's also going to get everywhere, and you're going to have to there's still going to be arils inside the pomegranate, so it's just also not that good. Really, you don't want your comically large spoon, and you don't want to be whacking your pomegranate. Okay, it's just not a good idea. I'm gonna put this back. So here's how I like to do it. I should get a cutting board. Scheisse. Also, okay. So get your cutting board and get a bowl of water too. This part is very important. Very, very important. Okay. So you're going to want to take your pomegranate and just go along the edge like this. My phone's kind of weird right now, so I'm not sure if you guys at home can see this very well, but just score around the edge. Try not to get too deep in. Like I said, it's a bad idea to damage the arils. One, waste of arils. Two, juice everywhere. Now, I'm not perfect at this, but, just get a good score, like that, kind of. Now, you're going to take it, put it in your bowl of water. Probably should fill this up a little bit more here, and try and separate it. Separate the two halves. You can go back with the knife again if you really need to. Or if you have, nails, or, just strong fingers in general, you can split it apart. Oh shit, I just got water like a doofus. But look at that. This is a good pomegranate, okay? I'm going to put this half here. Then this is the top half. Also pretty good. Looks nice and red. A good pomegranate shouldn't be pale red. It should be dark red. That's the best kind of pomegranate you can get. So now what you're going to do, I know you guys, okay, I'm going to move this and then put this here so you guys at home can see better. So look, put it underwater and then try and invert it almost like this. Like that, see? There you go. Now you got a good pomegranate slice. Beautiful. Looks like a compound eye of a fly, if you will. And here is why you want the bowl. The arils will float to the bottom. Watch this. Like that. These are the arils. The little red seeds. They'll just drop to the bottom. And this, the little, membrane or pith, whatever you want to call it, floats on top. Like that. See? It's a great method. Love this method. It's awesome. So then you can take your pith. You probably want to have a trash can nearby. And then, wow. This is what a good pomegranate looks like. Right here. Whenever you're buying a pomegranate, make sure it's sturdy. Or, not super sturdy. Maybe a little bit of soft. If you, squeeze it, but not too hard. It'll definitely, you'll feel a lot of resistance, but it'll still go in, a little bit. Like a really rough orange, if you will. I suppose. Just make sure it's not, super squishy anywhere. Because then that means it's rotten, you don't want to eat rotten food, yada yada. You guys are smart, you probably get it. One thing I like about pomegranates is, you can see how the arils grew into, the little, rind or pith. You can see where, all the arils would be. Sort of. It's really cool and pretty as well. So then you just want to keep doing this for every section of your pomegranate. It's going to take some time, but it's worth it, trust me. Oh, Also, another reason you don't want to use the comically large spoon and whacking method is there's usually arls like this that you're gonna miss. I don't know. I just strongly dislike that method for opening a pomegranate. I mean, it's like less time consuming, but it's like dirtier and more wasteful, and it's just ugh. I really dislike it. Quick side note, I should have mentioned this earlier, but the like little pith or rind, or true story, I was actually at my involving this pith or rind. I was at my dad's farmhouse in Iowa, and we gave this to the chickens, and chickens like really like this stuff actually. So if you have like chickens, you can feed this to them, and they'll eat it for sure. And you can put this in compost too, probably. I'm not sure. It's probably okay for compost, but yeah. Alright, so I'm gonna wash my hands very quick. I should have had a towel over my shoulder so I could dry my hands. Alright, so once you have all the arls, like this, yeah, like that, you can take a strainer like this one, put it over your sink, or no, you should scoop some of the stuff that's on top first, like the pith that's left. Try and get that out. It's probably easier with a spoon. Not a comically large one, but just a regular spoon. Like like this one. Like if you don't have like a spoon like this in your house, I'm gonna be surprised, honestly. Like I feel like everyone has a spoon basically exactly like this for some reason. I don't know why. Especially like old people's houses for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know why I say that, but like, it just feels like it, you know. Maurice. His name is actually Milo, but you know, he kind of looks like the Amazing Maurice. Alright, so you want to strain this in your sink. Like this. I know you guys can't really see what I'm doing, but I will show all of you in a second. Cha 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 cha. Alright. So there are still some little bits of like the pith left, but if you eat that, it's not going to kill you. It doesn't taste great, but you know, it's alright. So you wouldn't get this from the like spoon whacking method. I'll tell you that. Like basically, nothing is wasted really, except for like the pith, but you know, that's kind of supposed to be thrown away. Really, unless you have like chickens or compost, which I have neither here at my house. But yeah, this is how to open a pomegranate by HP to Cook. Catch you later.